Hey guys!
I'm Issa,
And I'm Sam.
and welcome back to Likewise Pod.
It's about whatever we want.
And as per usual, last week was so fun. Well, it was a week. A little too much accounting for my taste, but this episode I'm really stoked for because we're talking about music, which we always talk about music, so it's not too different. But I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, we're like 90% music pod at this rate.
So it's like Likewise Pod. It's about whatever we want, but mostly music.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my goodness. Sam, do you want to get us started with your roses and thorns for the week?
Yes, I will start with my thorn this time because I feel like I have so much more to talk about with my rose. But for my thorn, I'm not going to really go into any detail, but there has been some troubles in my love life, and it's been really complicated and rough, to put it short. But my rose is that my weekend with Riley was so good, and we went to the beach. We had a really good day of a little girls' day. We spilled some tea. We just did a lot of fun stuff, and it was really good to catch up with her. And I hope that we actually do see each other again in a few weeks. So that's that. And then I also got a really cool book at TJ Maxx today for $6. It's about astrology, so I'm really excited to become an expert. That's my other rose. That's honestly a rose. Oh, and I've been locked out of getting onto Google Docs on my computer. But today, it just worked perfectly fine, so I'm actually able to look at our real note page that we make. So
It's been so crazy the past few weeks with you not actually being able to be in the dock, because I feel like I'm just oh gosh, I have a window open. I hope you can't hear the dog barking. Whatever. But I feel like I'm just kind of writing these things out for myself, on our doc that we have it on. But I mean, we get it. We get the pod done anyways. It's fine. But I'm so glad you had a good time with Riley though. It looked so fun.
I know, I'm so excited, and I cannot wait for you to experience Cooley too, because it was really fun.
I cannot wait. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just want Girls Trip 2.0 to happen. I guess I'll start with my thorn too. Just because it's long. Well, kind of. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Sorry, I'm so indecisive. I don't even know if it's long or short. But anyways, my thorn is there's this really cute boy that works with my dad, and my dad works in retail, and so I see this boy sometimes, when I help out at the store, blah 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 blah. First time I saw him was I think it was December of 2018, and if he were to ever stumble across this podcast or someone he knows, it's oh, there's a podcast and one of them talks about you, I swear that'd be the end of me. Oh my gosh. But I have thought this boy is so cute ever since I first saw him. And so I went to the store to drop off Rice Krispie treats because my dad left him at home and he wanted to take him for his coworkers and stuff. What was it, on Saturday? So my sister and I went, dropped him off, and I saw him, and oh, he's so cute. But of course, so far it sounds like a rose, but it's a thorn because I made a fool of myself when I saw him. Oh my gosh. Literally, I cannot talk to boys. It's like Annie once said, it's a hard knock life. It really is. But so pretty much he's helping a customer, and then so I'm not gonna talk to him while he's helping a customer, right? That'd be a little weird. But anyways, he's done and he's kind of putting some stuff away. He comes over to where I am. He's like, hey, thanks for the Rice Krispie treats. And I said, oh, of course. And then I should have stopped talking there. But no, I continued to talk. And I said, I wish I could say I made them. And he's like, oh, you didn't? And I said, no, my mom did. I just delivered. And oh my gosh, that was the end of the conversation. We didn't really talk after that. And I told my dad what happened. He's like, Issa, you should have just left it at, you should have just said you're welcome. I didn't want to lie and have him think I made him when I didn't. And then he said, Issa, you should just, don't say you made him, just should have left it at you're welcome. Okay. So now I know for next time. But anyways, I guess that doesn't really sound like a thorn, but like I embarrass myself so easily and all the time, so I don't even know what's going on anymore. But moving on to my roses. So today my sister and I went out for the first time in like a month or so together, and we just like played soccer a little bit, just kicked the ball around, and it was good because I haven't done that in a really long time, and it was good to just get out and exercise a little bit, be in the sun. Hope I got a little tan today, but I don't know. And then also I've been listening to a lot of One Direction lately, and actually right now as we're recording, I'm wearing my One Direction shirt that I got on tour.
I was gonna point that out.
I love One Direction. But yeah, so that's fun. Everything I've said is just so chaotic, and I'm so tired right now. The sun really just takes it out of me. We were out there for only like an hour, but it was a long hour in 70-degree weather.
Yeah, that is like sun exhaustion is real. Like I had it so bad this weekend after Riley and I went to the beach. I was like, I cannot do anything else but sleep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can hear people. So my room is right next to the kitchen, and like the door is very thin. It's a sliding door, not like a open with a door handled door. Anyways, it's very thin and I can hear people in the kitchen, so I'm just wondering how loud I was when I was telling that story about the cute boy. I mean, everyone in the house knows it. Sam knows it because I like Snapchatted our friend group. I was like, oh my gosh, I just saw the cute boy. Oh my gosh, I just made a fool of myself. I can't talk to boys. But yes.
Yeah, I relate to that with my experience embarrassing myself in front of the cute guy at Dutch Bros when I thought I didn't have my debit card, so I was like, never mind, I can't pay because they were only taking card. And then he was like, okay, I'll cancel your order, I feel so bad, bye. And I like embarrassed myself, and then I found my card and like paid at the window with like people, so he doesn't know that I found my card unless they told him. I hope they did, or else he'll think I'm like, I don't know, not cool.
I don't even know what to.
I feel like before we talk about our main topic today, we should talk about what our favorite One Direction song is because of your shirt and your recent listening.
Oh wait, there are so many though. Okay.
Like picking one, it's kind of hard.
I feel like my music taste is just very all over the place. It's kind of hard to predict what my favorite song others would be because they have so many different kinds of songs, but I am just like a slow acoustic or like ballad kind of gal. And so honestly, my favorite song by them would probably have to be either 18 or If I Could Fly. Ugh, I just love them so much.
Both quality answers. Mine is kind of funny because I also love just like acoustic ballad like songs, but I don't know why. But like Temporary Fix is my favorite One Direction song.
Oh,
Like period. Like I just love it. It makes me feel some type of way. I don't know. And then like when I listen to it now, I'm like, why wasn't I a Niall girl? Like why was I a Louis girl?
Oh,
like,
you're a Louis girl.
Okay, it was like actually all because I had these friends then who I danced with, and we all wanted to make One Direction Build-A-Bears, but like the like kind of ringleader of our group was like the Harry girl, and the other girl was like the Zayn girl, and so like it was off limits for me to pick either one, so I like just offhandedly was a Louis girl, but at the time like I was such a Zayn girl, like oof. Chef's kiss. But now I'm just really a Harry girl. And I was a Harry girl then too. Don't get me wrong. I've been a Harry girl. But like, you kind of just have to like love all of them. Oh, and Niall Horan's version of Moral of the Story. I have been crying to that for days.
Oh my gosh, do not even get me started. That is so good.
Like I opened my TikTok at a very fitting time for that song. And then that was like the first thing on my For You page, and I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, this just hit me in the heart.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No, I have always been a Harry girl. And so my best friend and I, like, she was a Louis girl and I was a Harry girl. And so whenever we'd be hanging out, which was, all the time, and we listened to One Direction, we would choose the parts like that we'd sing. So I would always sing Harry, she would always sing Louis. And I want to say she sang Zayn too, and I sang Liam, and then we share Niall.
That's so funny.
but but like among our other friends, I was definitely like the Harry girl, so Harry was like off limits to everyone else too. And looking back, that is so. Oh my gosh, I cannot. I hate myself too. But I will always stick by the fact that I've always been a Harry girl, and now Harry Styles is one of my favorite artists.
I think I still have my Build-A-Bear. It's somewhere around here. But, like, we even tried to, like, match their outfits to, I think it was the What Makes You Beautiful music video outfits.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
I have the full-size Harry poster, like the red one with his, like, I think it's a red shirt and, like, the red background and his khakis and young 16-year-old Harry.
That's amazing.
Love.
For like a year, I had a full-size cardboard cutout of Selena Gomez.
We love Selena Gomez.
Yeah, it was a weird time.
Serious question, though. The fans want to know. What's your favorite hairstyle on Harry Styles?
Oh, favorite hairstyle on Harry Styles.
Wait, hairstyle on Harry Styles.
I really feel some type of way when I see long-haired Harry. Ugh, I love it. Like, Harry when he was with Kendall Jenner Harry.
I'm just the complete opposite. I don't like long hair on guys. I really just don't.
Well, I think he looks better with his short hair, like, I'm not gonna lie. But I think that there's just, like, something about that time that I was just so in love with it.
Yeah, and that was also, like, not around the time. That was also, like, the time that his first album came out, and, like, he really was starting his solo career and making a name for himself.
Like, I have my little, I have my book.
Wait, I have that too!
Yeah.
I mean, I sound so surprised. Oh my gosh, wow, we're the only two people in the world to have the Harry Styles album, like, book. Wow. Oh my gosh.
If you're ever just sad, just, like, open up that book,
No, my favorite hair on him. Oh my gosh. His SNL hair.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
That is literally my favorite. And don't get me wrong, I love me a good, clean-cut, short-haired boy. But his SNL hair is just something else. And so when I saw my crush, when I saw the cute boy the other day, his hair looked like that. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like talking to my sister the whole time. I was like, his hair looks so good. And like yesterday or today, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm still talking about it a few days later. Like, his hair just looked so good. And she's like, it really did. Oh my gosh, I'm crying. I sound crazy.
That's so funny. It's just like, Issa's been sending me these TikToks of this guy who, like, just discovered Harry Styles music, and he, like, loves it, and he thought that he wouldn't like it because he thought it was just, like, a girly thing or something, and it's the funniest thing, and he just listened to the first album because he listened to all of Fine Line and loved it, and then people were like, please, like, listen to, like, his debut album, whatever, and he just did, and he was like, it's even better, and that's how I feel all the time when, like, I have friends who didn't listen to him with his, like, self-titled album, and then they listened to it after Fine Line. I'm like, yeah, like, low-key, it hits different.
I feel like I could say that about most artists I listen to, that their first album is just something else. It's just, like, I don't know, it's just so nice. Like, listening to the 1975's first album compared to Notes on a Conditional Form, it's so
just
different.
elite.
Like, oh
it is so good.
So I guess we can go into our main topic now, since we've discussed One Direction, hairstyles, hair. um, but this week, Sam thought of the brilliant idea to make playlists of our lives or for our lives. I don't really know. Playlist of our lives? I don't know. Life playlist. And so we're going to tell you like 10 songs each that we would put on a playlist to describe our life thus far.
Yeah, I literally love these genius videos of this. And like I feel like everyone like loves them. I have this like on Spotify and people like have taken the like songs that like Billie Eilish used in hers and like literally have like made it a playlist on Spotify. Like they like will take them from the videos and like put it there so that people can like go find them, and I think that's so funny. I wish we had fans that would do that for us, but
Sam will make one for you.
but they're literally just like the most entertaining videos to watch, and you like learn so much more about the person who does it. So yeah, I just thought that'd be a fun little activity. And then Issa made like a graphic for it on our Instagram story. So if you wanna do it, that'd be nice.
All right, Sam, do you want to start us off with your first song?
Oh yeah, I guess I will start. But my first song, this song is literally still like one of my favorite songs to this day. Like I listen to it almost every day still, and it's Wide Open Spaces by the Dixie Chicks. And this is just like the song of my childhood. Like if I had to pick one song for my entire like small child life, it is that song. I still have it on CD. I used to have I forget the name of them, and it took me a long time to find them online again, but my sister and I had these little MP3 players as kids, and they had like these little keychains that had like the tiniest little SD cards with like one specific song on them, and you like click them into these weird little things, and that was like one of like the 5 songs I had for them. Oh, I wish I knew what it was called, but I loved it and I would play it all the time. I think one of the other songs I had was like a Nickelback song or something, so that just tells you about the times we were in. But I just like love this song. Like it's just so good. It makes me feel so just like free, and it's like the best road trip song. Oh, I love it. I was listening to it on a drive the other week where I was like kind of driving somewhere where I thought I would get lost. I didn't get lost, but it just was the right mood. It's like the right amount of country. I'm not really a country girl, but I am a country girl for the Dixie Chicks. So that's my first song.
Oh my gosh. I feel like my not I feel like I know my taste in music is so basic and super predictable. Like if you know me, none of these songs will come as a surprise. And so my first song is an all-time classic, Beautiful Soul by Jesse McCartney.
Ooh.
I man, I've been in love with Jesse McCartney ever since I was a kid, like ever since I can remember. And I have this super vivid memory um of when I was like actually okay, maybe it's not super vivid if I don't remember how old I was, but I want to say I was like 4 or 5. I don't know. But remember when Disney Channel would like play songs on the Disney Channel? Like during commercials and stuff? Yeah. Well, Beautiful Soul came on and I like yelled from the living room. Or no, maybe I wasn't 4 or 5. No, I think because we're in the house we live in now. We moved here when I was like 6, so I couldn't have been 4 or 5. I was probably like 7. Oh my gosh, crazy. Anyways, I was young. I'll just leave it there. I was under the age of 10. And I was listening to it and I yelled out from like living room. I was like, I yelled to my brothers like, Josiah, Jesse McCartney's on TV. And I just remember listening to Beautiful Soul, and gosh, I hate like cheesy things, but my whole life is so cheesy and it yeah. But anyways, like it really helped me define what I wanted from a guy like at such a young age. And like
That's so cute. That's literally so cute. um I feel like my second one, the like meaning of it is very relatable. This is kind of like another one from my childhood. Obviously, it's a classic song that I will love forever, but it's Barracuda by Heart because when I was really young, so my mom loves Heart. Like, she's like a big fan, and when I was young, she always has had this signed poster from when she saw them live up in her like craft room, and like I just like have seen it my whole life, loved it. And this song is just like one of those songs that it's almost like a girl powery song where like you just like feel so like so much like a boss when you listen to it. And like being a young kid, it made me feel cool. And my dad, he has like a classic car, he has a Barracuda, and so like that, I always think of that when I hear the song. And like growing up, I have like a memory of when I was like 6 or 7 where the car was fixed up and running and we like rode around our neighborhood in it. And like most of my life it's been kind of just like sitting under its cover, like kind of like not running, and it needs a lot of fixing. It's finally running again, like right now actually, which is funny that this is in here. But I just like, and it's another one of those songs where like, you know, I feel like every kid can relate to this if their parents listened to like a lot of classic rock, but like you felt like so cool anytime you listened to like any classic rock songs that like your parents like listened to as like teens and stuff, because like you think you're like, it made me feel like I was like not like other girls, I guess. So that song just like, it reminds me of my parents, it reminds me of being a kid, so it's just like wholesome.
Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh. Our lists are so different already, and we're only 2 songs
I was
now.
like hoping they would be, because I was like, I swear if like ours are so similar, it's gonna be like whack. But I really don't even think we're gonna have any songs the same. So
Oh my goodness. Okay, my second song, gotta go with my girl Carrie Underwood, All American Girl. So I watched her on American Idol, I watched her audition, I watched her go to Hollywood and just to the live shows, and I loved and adored her from the very start. I watched her win against Bo Bice, and that was so bittersweet because I loved Bo and I loved Carrie. I was like, oh, I want them both to win, but I really want Carrie, and she won, and love. Anyways, All American Girl has always been one of my favorites, and I've always found myself wanting to live that life, being the classic, perfect All American girl, and just, it's just such a cute and wholesome song, and I just love it, and I just love Carrie so much. Like, it's so great. And I know she isn't exactly like quote unquote like country, but she really did start me on my love for country music, and I consider her to be country.
Me too.
But I know other people wouldn't necessarily consider her to be there. She's like contemporary country or like pop country, you know, around there. So that's my second one.
I've always loved like pop country, because like I always tell people I don't like country music, but that's kind of a lie, because I love like pop country music. Like I was always like a Taylor Swift girl, always a Carrie Underwood girl, so that's like my type of country vibe. But my third song is literally so iconic, like, and it's so funny because looking back on this song, I just like, I only think of one thing when I listen to it, and it's Who Says by Selena Gomez and The Scene. And I loved Selena Gomez and The Scene, and like so did my best friends at the time. And when we were like 10, we made a music video to the song on like my mom's Kodak camera, and we edited it in Windows Movie Maker, and it was like so iconic that and I like burned it onto like DVDs and gave it to them so that they could like put it on their computers. And like we have no idea where the original video is, none of us can find it, so that's kind of funny. But we made a second version, because 2 years later we watched back the original video, and this was at my golden birthday party when I was 12, because my birthday's July 12th. We decided it had been 2 years and we needed to remake the video. So shot by shot, we watched it and refilmed it and edited it the same and redid it. And it's funny because when I look at it now, it was so cringy, but we loved it. And like that has just been like such an iconic memory of like my friendship with my two best friends, Gemma and Alexis. And I literally watched the video and I get so emo. And my outfit was horrible in it. I was wearing a neon pink cropped t-shirt from like Kohl's and these blue and green Hawaiian print like khaki pant material shorts from Hollister. And it gets better. I was wearing brown chunky booties with it. So it was quite the time, but that's just like one of my favorite memories and favorite like videos, and it just like is like the song to my like lifelong friendship with these friends I've had since I was really young.
So my third one is Reeling by Corey Harper. And this is a very long explanation because I'm just trying to give a little bit of backstory, even though it doesn't need it, but I want to anyways, because I love it. So, summer of 8th grade, going into 9th grade, I went to Creekside. It's a Young Life camp down in middle of nowhere, Oregon. And there's this really, really fine lifeguard. Long story short, his name was Corey Harper. And a few years later, he actually joined Cody Simpson's band. I think it was called Coast House. I don't know, but they're not a band anymore. And he opened a few shows for Justin Bieber, a few shows for Niall Horan, and he's even performed at a few festivals, I think. Anyway, he's dating Ireland Baldwin now, and all I'm saying is I knew him when he was just, the hot Jesus loving lifeguard at Creekside. Gosh, if he were, like, for some reason to even hear this, I feel like he'd probably, like, block me on Snapchat. Oh, yeah, so I added him on Snapchat all those years ago, and he, for some reason, added me back. So when he performed in Seattle in, 2016, like, right after his gig ended, I asked him if it'd be cool if we took some pictures, and then he said, yeah, blah, 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 blah. As I went up to take my picture with him, I told him that I met him at camp a few years back, and it was cool seeing him again, but uh, he said, like, he's like, oh, sorry, don't remember you. I was like, honestly, it's cool. I don't expect you to remember me. So I sent him the picture and just said, like, hey, thanks for coming to Seattle. Really enjoyed your show. It was cool seeing you. And then he responded. He's like, oh my gosh, Issa, I remember you. You just look different, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was good seeing you. But the more I think about it, I feel like he just said that he remembers me to be nice because he's most definitely met so many people, like, just, being an artist, like performing stuff, that I'm not at the top of his, like, to remember list. So, but anyways, Reeling is my favorite song by him. Again, I'm just a sucker for slow acoustic songs, and Corey just does it so well. And the more I listen to the lyrics, the more in love with it I fall. And I love me a good raspy voice, and he has that. So yeah.
I literally love that story so much. It's just like so good. I love it. And I just like I loved Cody Simpson. I was like the biggest Cody Simpson fan when I was young. So like when Issa told me that story, I loved it because he was like in his band, and so that just like made it so much better. But my fourth song, yeah, I'm on number 4. My fourth song, this one probably seems really random. It's Moonlight Sonata. But I love classical music, and I grew up taking piano lessons starting when I was 6. And this was like the hardest song that I have ever like learned and like played well. And I think it was my sophomore year of high school that I learned it. And it just like that was like around the same time as when I like broke my foot and had to like stop dancing and all this stuff. So I was like putting a lot of my energy into like piano, all that stuff, and I just like love this song with my whole heart. It's like literally 7.5 minutes long, but whenever I just like really, I don't know, feel, I don't know what like the word for it would be, but like not when I'm sad, but I don't know, I feel like it just like really grounds me. Like it's a song that does that for me. So that's just like my favorite classical songs that kind of like puts like I don't know, just like my love for classical music and like playing piano my whole life. It has to be a part of this. So that's that.
Oh, I love that. Oh. My fourth song, I guess it kind of is a little bit out of nowhere compared to the rest of my songs, but at the same time, it's definitely not out of nowhere because if you know me, it's very predictable. But it is Oceans by Hillsong United, and it is probably my favorite worship song, like, of all time. And I know that it was, like, way, way, way overplayed a few years back, and even still is today a bit, I think, but every single time I listen to it, it just brings back the same feelings and sentiments that it did when I first listened to it, and I really just take in every word and just breathe, and it calms me and brings me back to God, and I actually saw Hillsong live in 2016, and here like, listening to Oceans, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a dream come true." It was literally one of my favorite concerts because I just l I love concerts and I love worshiping God, and so being in, like, a vicinity where I can, do both those things, oh, I thrive.
I love that. And I absolutely adore that song. Like it reminds me of like when I went to like camps and stuff and like we would like get our emo worship time like at the nighttime and everyone would cry. Makes me feel some type of way. But this one's like so funny to me for my explanation. But my next song is Maybe I Don't Know by John Bellion, because at the time, I don't know, it's really interesting. I guess it's the same time as the previous one. It was kind of when I broke my foot, kind of couldn't dance, all this stuff. I was feeling really like confused on like what did I want to do with my life? Like, what did I want to go to college for? I was literally like 15, so it like kind of didn't matter. But I was like stressed about that and like trying to find new hobbies and things I liked to do. And I feel like this was just a time where I had like a lot of angst, I guess. And that's when I started getting into like alternative music. So I feel like that song just reminds me of like when I was making all these new playlists and like started discovering a lot of music, because at the time John Bellion was like really small and I found his music like right before his song All Time Low became like the song of the summer,
Mhm.
and I felt so cool and like I felt like one of those I knew him before he was cool people. But uh I just adore that song. It like makes you feel good about like if you're confused about anything and don't know what you're doing, it like is really reassuring. Like it's like that's okay. Maybe I don't know, but like maybe that's okay. So, yeah, that's that one.
No, that's so cute. That's how I feel about Corey, and even people I talk to still don't know who he is. But my next song, this is this is the song that made me fall in love with the 1975. This is Girls by the 1975. And yeah, like it's literally the first 1975 song I had ever listened to. And Sam, I actually told you this story the other day. I had seen a few of my friends, like one of my really close, like one of my best friends, post about the 1975 a lot. I was like, and I hate giving in. I hate listening to like the same kind of music other people do because I'm like, I want to like my artists. I want to go to shows that aren't going to be sold out. I want to go to shows where I can actually get a good spot, blah, 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 blah. But I was like, you know what? If she likes them, I'll give them a listen. I'll try it out. I don't even know why I liked them, honestly. Like good sound, but I had no idea what they were saying. For all I know, they were saying ghosts or ghouls or gills. I mean, the title girls, like I should have been like, oh, they're saying girls, but they're so good. It's so weird because I love getting friends into music I like, but I am not a huge fan of getting into music that they like. I just like being the one to discover things. It's oh my gosh, that's so bad.
I love that, and that's actually really funny because my next song is literally a song by the 1975 as well. So when you said that, I was like, oh my gosh, of course we both have them in a row. But mine is A Change of Heart, and I feel like when I was just like thinking about like my life in like chronological order almost with these songs, like when I was like 16, I feel like this song was just like the song for me when I was having like any doubt in like relationships I was having with like anyone. It's funny because I was like I never actually like dated like seriously, like actually had like a real relationship until I was 17. But this song, like anytime I was kind of having a fling with a guy and I felt like I wasn't feeling it or like just I was doubting things, like this was the song. And I just loved this whole album, and that song was just like my favorite for so long, and it has just like remained my song for when like relationships are ending. Like, and I love it all the time, but like that has like been the song for that for me, like my whole years of experience with relationships, because I feel like I don't know, it just makes you feel some type of way. And it's just funny because I was listening to it the other night when things were kind of going downhill in a relationship. So I was like just listening to music, and it was just like high intensity, like the climax of what was happening. And then like I realized that's the song that was playing, and I was like, the irony. So it's just has a special place in my heart.
I know that every song has its time and place when it hits different, but oh my gosh, change of heart, any type of relationship, whether it's like platonic or familial or romantic, for me at least, whenever I listen to it and some relationship, like something's ending and I listen to it, I'm like, wow, I just have like a newfound appreciation for that song every single time I listen to it in those times.
Yeah, it really hits when it like relates to what you're going through.
And so my next song actually is kind of the same. I mean, it's another worship song, but like it hits different. So it's Good Good Father by Chris Tomlin. Like I've known this song for as long as I can remember, but it didn't really get me as much as it did when I went to Malibu Young Life Camp, and that's up in BC, British Columbia, not the Malibu down in California. Pretty much like at Malibu, the work crew is high school students who spend their summer there and volunteer there pretty much. They sing this song. I want to say that they do cardboard testimonies, and what cardboard testimonies are, like on one side of the cardboard, they describe their life before God. So they say like, was so insecure, I see all my imperfections, blah, 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 or, and then after like 10 seconds or something after showing the crowd, then they'll flip it over and then they'll describe their life after God and like how he's changed them. And so like on the other side, it would say like perfect in God's eyes. And so it brings me to tears every single time. And so now whenever I listen to Good Good Father, I start bawling, and it just really reminds me that despite everything going on in my life, God's always there. Like he's always a good father. He's always the best father. He's always the best role model. He's always got my back. He's always there. So I love that.
I love that song, and I love me some Chris Tomlin. I saw him in concert with my mom once.
Me too.
He's like my mom's favorite. Good memes. Wow, I feel like all mine are just getting emo now. But my next one is Hard Times by Paramore. One, this song has just like such good memories because me and my best friend Alexis, this was like our song. When this album came out, like that whole summer, we jammed to it. We would dance to it. We would like always like walk to our old elementary school, and we would like play it all the time. This song was kind of like this, I think it was like 2017. No, it was like I don't know which summer it was. It might have been 2017. But like this song, I feel like it like defined the like time that I like finally like realized and accepted that I was having like anxiety and like experiencing things with like mental health, because like before then like I didn't really understand it, and then that summer I kind of like started to really understand it. Then like I had a falling out with this guy that I had a thing with, and it just kind of sucked because we were like mainly best friends, but I was like feeling really down and like trying to understand my own mental health, so I kind of ended things. And this was like the exact same time as when me and my best friend were obsessed with this song. So it just like, I don't know, it's just a song of realization for me, I guess. So that's that one.
All like the rest of my songs are kind of all over the place. I don't know. Okay, my next one, Harry Styles. Actually, this is the only like Harry Styles song on the list, which I'm surprised about. I almost had another one, but then I decided to take it off and replace it. But Sweet Creature, off of his first album, again, have always been in love with him. Like ever since One Direction, have always been a Harry girl, blah, 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 blah. When I first listened to it, like it was my favorite song because again, I love the slow songs. There's just something about them. They just feel more intimate to me and more like, oh, they're singing it to me. It actually eventually became mine and my big song. So now it means even more to me than it did when I first fell in love with it. And actually for my birthday, she got me a sweatshirt and it says Sweet Creature on it. And I love it.
It's so cute. I've always loved that song. But since I like knew you and like met you, whenever I see it, I literally think of you because I know how much you love that song.
Oh my gosh.
But my next song is a song that not a whole lot of people know, I think. I'm not sure. It's called How You've Been by Carter. The R in the middle is like capitalized also. But this song is so good. it's kind of a breakup song, but for me it was like I already just loved the song because I thought it was good, and then I had a really, really horrible friend breakup my freshman year of college. It was like so toxic, so yikes, and I did things that I'm not proud of. She did things that she's probably not proud of. I don't know. We have not spoken in almost 2 years. This song was just like my anthem afterwards because the song is just like, yeah, I don't want to know just how you've been, all the stuff. And like, I genuinely was like, I do not want to know how she's been. And that's kind of like, I didn't do it out of immaturity. Like, I blocked her on like everything. And like, not because I was being immature in the situation, it was because I did not want to know how she was doing. Like, I didn't want to see her popping up on my Instagram or all this stuff because it would be like kind of like, I don't want to say the word triggering, but triggering for me because some really, really crazy things happened. So I just didn't want to see her on my social media, which I think is perfectly valid to do that. But I do wish her the best, and I do not hold a grudge. Like, I do not resent her. I really hope she's doing well, and she seems like she's doing well now. I've seen updates now, because we still have a lot of mutual friends from high school. Yeah, that was just kind of like the song of me just being like, I really don't want to know how you've been, and I was like, I feel like she thinks that I, like, stalk her and, like, want to see her stuff, but I don't. So yeah, that was, like, my friend breakup song.
Oh my gosh. My next one's the complete opposite. It's Summer on You by Pretty Much. My sister got me into Pretty Much. She's 5 years younger than me, so she's about to turn 15. She like got me into it, and then I got my friends into it, and so now it just reminds me of driving with my friends with the windows down. And I like to think of my life as a movie, and when I listen to music, I like to think that I'm in a music video, and it's literally the perfect summer driving music video song. And I will stand by that for the rest of my life. I just love it so much.
My next one's actually really similar. I have like a really good wholesome friend song. Issa will know exactly what I'm talking about when I say the name of the song, but it's Avalanche by Walk the Moon. But this was like our song for pref day of recruitment this year for like when we go pick up the PNMs outside, and all of like work week we jammed to it so hard, and like me and my friends still like we put it on the car, and it just reminds me of like everyone getting so close during work week and us all being such good friends and we were finally reunited. But it is even extra wholesome for me because the very first party on pref day, the way we did it, our reference chair gave us like these slips of paper with like the name of the person we were picking up, because we like on pref day we like say their names. We say like we're picking them up, and then they like walk inside with us. And so I was lining up and I get my slip and I open it and I realize it's one of my really, really great friends, Annie, and I hope she's listening to this because I know she listens to Likewise. But
that's so cute.
She and I have history. She was actually the very first person I met during recruitment freshman year, because we were in like the 2 Rogam groups that combined to make a touring group for the first round. So I met her like the night before recruitment started. I went to the market with her. We just like kind of like saw each other sometimes because we lived in the same building. And we like went to the same church and all this stuff. I knew that she was going through recruitment for the 2nd year in a row, and I was like, I really wanted her to join our chapter because I love her. And so when it was like the very first party pref day, early in the morning, I was like ready to feel all the feels, and I get the slip with her name on it, and I was so excited to talk to her and just see how she was feeling and doing from the week. And so I felt this really intense just feeling in my heart when the song came on, and it was time for us to do our little walking outside. So that was just like the song that just like,
I love that so much. That's definitely a God moment. I'm just saying. I love Annie so much. I'm so glad she's in the chapter. My next song it's of course a classic from High School Musical 2. And it's actually really funny because if you know me, you know that High School Musical 2 is my 3rd favorite of the 3. The order's 3, 1, 2. No. It goes 3, 1, 2. That is the order.
wow, agree to disagree.
But anyways, it is You're the Music and Me, the Troy and Gabriella version, not the one where Sharpay takes over and goes crazy. Don't get me wrong, love that, but I just love the Troy and Gabriella version. So I've always loved High School Musical. It just brings back great childhood memories. But the reason it's on this list is because it, I don't really know how, but it became mine and Nat's song and first semester this year, and that's when we really met, was when we became roommates, because like we knew who each other were, but we didn't really talk or anything. But yeah, so we were roommates. She quickly became like one of my best friends. Like I literally started telling her everything about my life like probably night 3 or 4 of work week, and work week is the week before recruitment week, which is the week before school starts. Recruitment week is the week before school starts. So it was very quick that she became one of my best friends, and like having this song with her, having created these new memories with her, it just makes the song even better.
It's so wholesome. I literally love you and Nat so much. And I was like so happy when like you guys were going to be roommates when she like decided to come back, because I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be such good friends. Obviously, like me already being really great friends with Nat helped me and you become really great friends. So
it really did. Nat is the
love it.
playmaker in this.
Oh my gosh. I love that. My last song, I can't believe we were at the end already. This one, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, they're all obviously symbolic, but this one is just so wholesome. It's the song Sweet Louise by Passenger, which, if anyone knows me in real life, you know I will rant to you about how much I hate Passenger. Like, I do not like Passenger. What, like, least favorite, like, artist, and I don't want to be rude about that, but like I really like this song. But I found this song last school year because I have a missionary like at school from the church I went to. Her name is Kayla. I met her like the very first week of school my freshman year, because I went to church with like the first person I like met in my sorority, Maddie. We are great friends. But we went to church and she like was starting a Greek women's Bible study as missionary, and I joined, and I've just like been a part of that for the last 2 years. I feel like it was like spring semester that year. She told me about this song because I was talking about how my middle name is Louise, and I got that from it being my grandma's middle name and all this stuff. And she was like, yeah, I've like never heard like the name Louise any other time except for the song Sweet Louise by Passenger, which is like, it's a really pretty song. And so after she said that, I started listening to it, and it just, well, one, I like it because it's my name, but two, it reminds me of, like, the impact she's had on my life, and, like, how going to college, I got, like, in touch with my faith again, and, like, got just, like, really good friends who love Jesus and stuff like that. So it's, like, the song to me that just makes me think of, like, rekindling that, like, love for Jesus in my heart. So it's just, like, such a good song to end on. So yeah.
That is so cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. My last song, that really did go by so quick, but my last song has to do with college too. Again, as the last few songs. But anyways, it's Mr. Brightside by The Killers. The reason that this song is so significant is because I actually had never heard the song my entire life. 18 years until I got to college. And the fact that it's just such a college staple, uh, and literally all of my friends, like everyone that I was hanging out with, they all knew this song, and I was like, did I miss the memo to like memorize the song before I got here? Like, I don't know what happened. I was so confused, but I quickly learned it. And if you don't know this song, I won't judge you because I didn't know it till a year and a half ago. Having been out with my friends when I first heard it, and now hearing it all the time with my friends, and like in the car, like out or at school, or like in the sorority, like wherever, literally, it just brings back like so many great memories with them. And the fact that it's just like a banger, love that. But and it's just so fun making new memories too every single time I hear it.
Oh yeah, I feel that. That song, like, I knew the song, but like I didn't know all the words, and like the first time I heard it, I was like, why does everyone like know the words, and why is everyone going so hard? Like, it's a good song, and this is like, it really bangs, but like, am I like missing something? Like, I had that feeling too. Like, I knew it, but I was like, okay. I mean, but now obviously I know the words, and I agree. I feel like I do make new memories every time I hear it. Everyone's just so passionate about it.
I know. But it honestly, it really got me when everyone knew it, and I seriously thought that there was something that went out and, like, or that people were just talking about, like, "Oh, make sure you know this song." I was so confused.
Oh my gosh, now we need to do like songs you have to know before you go to college. Like songs that you need to know, or else you'll feel out of the loop.
Oh, I've got a list. It was so hard coming up with only
Oh,
10.
I know, and I cannot believe we talked for this long because sometimes when we're recording, we're like, wow, the times are going really slow. But whenever we talk about music, we go for like so long, and then we look and we're like, what the heck, how has it been like an hour? So I guess that's just what we're really good at talking about.
Maybe this really will be all about music. We don't know. I can almost guarantee, like 95% guarantee that we will talk about music every single week in one way, shape, or form. I just know it. Wait, I actually really like that.
We could do likewise song of the week.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Oh my gosh, is this going to be our first episode with likewise song of the week?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so recently I've gotten into Jake Scott. He's so good, and my favorite song by him right now is probably Favorite T-shirt. Oh my gosh, it's so good, and it's just so hyped, and it's like slow at some points, but then it's like really fast and like really hyped, and I'm just a massive fan, and I love his voice, and yeah, it's really good. I love Favorite T-shirt, so that's mine.
Mine, I have only listened to it like once actually because it like just came up and autoplayed on my YouTube and then I really liked it, so I went and added it into like my Spotify, so I need to keep listening to it. But I loved it. It's Setting Sun by Lord Huron, who does The Night We Met. And
Oh.
I love that song. And I've never listened to any of his other music. I don't know
Mhm.
how I haven't. But I heard this song and it was just like so beautiful. And so that's my song of the week.
Two very different songs, two very different tastes. Give them both a listen. Oh my gosh, we should make a playlist with all of our songs of the week.
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay. We'll link the playlist. Oh, wow. Oh, I love this. I'm so glad you thought of that. It's very us. So I'm surprised it took, what, 6 weeks for someone to think of that?
I know, right? Like, what?
We've definitely talked your ear off this week, but it's music, and so I could literally talk about this for so much longer. I'm sure Sam could too.
Mm-hmm. Always.
It's super good, super nice being back on schedule this week. Can't wait for later in the week when we record with another special guest, and that's going to be so fun.
I'm so excited because Issa has never met this special guest, and I'm so excited for them to meet. It's someone I've known for a really long time.
Yeah, so this was probably my favorite pod we've had. I'm just so excited for all the rest to come. Sam, I hope you have a really great rest of your day.
Thank you, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.